The bazaar on HFY was a maze of colors and scents, where traders from a dozen star systems hawked everything from plasma rifles to woven rugs made of luminescent vines. Humans weren't exactly rare there anymore, but they were still a curiosity. Ethan Graves was used to the stares. He had been running cargo between frontier colonies for years, and on markets like this, being human often meant one of two things: either reckless smuggler or wide-eyed tourist. Ethan was neither. He was just tired. He was halfway through bargaining for a set of power couplings when it happened. Human. The voice was soft but insistent. Ethan turned. Before him stood a tall, elegant alien draped in silver fabric. Her features were sharp, scaled yet smooth, with a crown of tendrils flowing like hair. Her eyes, slitted, burning gold, fixed on him. In her hands she held an egg. Ethan said slowly. "Can I help you?" She stepped closer. The egg pulsed faintly with inner light, its shell mottled with emerald and ivory. She pressed it into his hands before he could protest. "Hold this until it hatches," she said. He blinked down at the egg, then back up at her. "Wait, what?" But she was already walking away.
"Hey," he called.
"Lady, you forgot your—" The crowd surged, and she vanished between the stalls. Ethan stared at the egg. It was warm,
Alive.
and humming. He tried to give it back.
He really did.
He asked vendors if they'd seen the silver-draped woman. No luck. He even tried leaving the egg at a local authority kiosk, but the officers looked at him with wide eyes and refused. "You don't just give that back," one whispered. "Why not?" Ethan demanded. The officer swallowed nervously. "Because it's Zyrrani. And by their law, if you hold an egg until it hatches, you're the father." Ethan nearly dropped it. "Excuse me?" The officer nodded. "Father. Legal guardian. Clan bonded. It is sacred." Ethan stared at the glowing egg in his hands. "Oh, come on." Back aboard his freighter. The Wayfarer's luck. Ethan placed the egg gently on a pile of blankets in his quarters. He paced, muttering under his breath. "Father? I didn't sign up for this. I don't even know how to take care of, he pointed at the egg. "Whatever you are." The egg pulsed as if mocking him. Ethan sighed and rubbed his temples. He considered tossing it into stasis, maybe finding a Zyrrani to take it off his hands. But every time he thought about leaving it, something tugged at him. Some weight of responsibility he couldn't shake. "Fine," he muttered. "I'll keep you safe. For now." Days passed. Ethan discovered the egg liked warmth. When the ship's temperature dropped, the glow dimmed, and when he set it near the engine core, it brightened. He learned to wrap it in blankets, to hum softly when turbulence shook the hull. And somehow he started talking to it. "Your mom really dumped me in it, kid," he'd say, checking the NAV computer. "Hope you appreciate the babysitting." Or, "I don't even know your name. Guess I'll call you Spark until you hatch." The egg pulsed warmly at that, and Ethan smiled despite himself. The hatching came, without warning. One night, as the Wayfarer's luck drifted between systems, the egg shuddered violently. Cracks split the glowing shell, light spilling into the cabin. Ethan bolted upright. "Spark? Hey, easy, don't break too fast." The shell burst with a sharp crack, and a small, damp creature tumbled into his hands. Scaled but soft, with tiny wings folded against its back, its golden eyes blinked open and fixed on him. It chirped once, high-pitched, and nestled against his chest. Ethan froze. "Oh no. No. Don't imprint on me." But the tiny Zyrrani hatchling had already curled against his heartbeat, purring. Ethan groaned. "Congratulations, Graves. You're a dad." The weeks that followed tested every ounce of his patience. The hatchling, Spark, ate constantly. Synth meat, protein packs, even scraps of his rations. Ethan spent more time cooking than flying. Spark also cried when left alone, filling the ship with ear-splitting screeches until Ethan scooped him up. But Spark also laughed, small chirrups that filled the cabin with unexpected joy. He clung to Ethan's arm when scared by hyperspace jumps. He slept curled against his chest like he belonged there. Ethan tried not to care.
He really did.
But one night, watching the hatchling sleep, he whispered, "I've got you, kid. I won't let anyone take you."
And he meant it.
The trouble came 3 months later. A Zyrrani warship intercepted the Wayfarer's luck near the frontier. Their captain, a towering figure draped in ceremonial armor, demanded Ethan surrender the hatchling. "That child belongs to our clan," the captain said, golden eyes flashing. "Return him at once." Ethan's jaw tightened. "Some lady handed me the egg. Disappeared before I could ask questions. I've been raising him since he hatched." The captain's expression hardened. "Then by our law, you are his father. You must come before the clan and prove your worth, or forfeit him." Ethan's gut twisted. Forfeit? Not happening. "Fine," he said grimly. "Take me to your clan." The Zyrrani homeworld was breathtaking, soaring spires carved from crystal, skies filled with winged figures. Ethan felt out of place immediately, a lone human among a proud warrior race. They led him to a great hall, where elders waited. Spark clung to his shoulder, chirping nervously. The eldest Zyrrani spoke. "Human, you have claimed fatherhood. Our law demands proof. A parent must protect, provide, and teach." Ethan swallowed hard. "I've done all of that." Murmurs rippled through the hall. The elders demanded proof. So Ethan told them. He told them how he kept the egg warm, how he sang to it in turbulence, how he cooked meals and gave up his own rations when Spark was hungry, how he comforted the hatchling through hyperspace jumps, how Spark trusted him enough to sleep against his chest. Finally, he lifted Spark gently for all to see. The hatchling chirped, wings fluttering weakly, and nuzzled Ethan's chin. Silence fell. The eldest leaned back slowly. "The bond is real. By our law, he is your son." When they left the hall, Ethan carried Spark close, his heart pounding. Other Zyrrani watched with curious eyes, some with respect, others with disbelief. But none challenged him. Later, one of the elders approached quietly. "We did not expect a human to honor our ways.
Most would have abandoned the egg.
But you remind us why law exists, not for power, but for love." Ethan shrugged awkwardly. "Didn't do it for law.
Did it because he needed me."
The elder smiled. "And that is why you are worthy." Back aboard the Wayfarer's luck, Ethan settled Spark into his blankets. The hatchling chirped, wings fluttering in dreams. Ethan sat nearby, watching. He thought of the bazaar, of the silver-draped woman who had thrust the egg into his hands. He thought of the law that had made him a father, and the choice he could have walked away from. But he hadn't. "Guess it's you and me now, kid," he whispered. "Father and son. Let's see where the stars take us." Spark purred in his sleep, and Ethan smiled. He had always thought humans were too small to matter much in the vast galaxy. But tonight, with his Zyrrani hatchling curled against his heart, Ethan Graves realized something. Sometimes, being human meant stepping up when no one else would. Sometimes that was enough.